Some new stories from Ethiopia. Firstly, Somali region of Ethiopia. We know that in this region, opposition parties have been trying to form an alliance to launch a movement against Mustafa Umar's government. Yesterday, we saw a video of an indoor protest against Mustafa Umar. What is this indoor protest? Secondly, viewers, I have been reporting about OLA's activities in West Shava zone of Oromia region. Now we have another update from this zone of Oromia region. Fighting is being reported near a town which is around 100 kilometers away from Ethiopian capital Addis Ababa. OLA has shared some pictures of government soldiers who have been taken prisoner. Some weapons of government forces have been seized by OLA as well in this fighting. Thirdly, we know that Prosperity Party is holding its first General Assembly. Chairman and Vice Chairman were elected yesterday. PM Abiy retained his position as chairman, and now there are two vice chairmen, Demake Mekonnen and Adan Farah. Adan Farah's election is becoming a source of criticism for the party. We are hearing reservations from Amhara and Afar regions as well. It seems that PM Abiy's relations with Amhara politicians, Amhara regional government could deteriorate in coming days. How many votes were secured by PM Abiy in yesterday's voting? How many votes were secured by Demake and Adan Farah? We have some numbers for you. And why is that Afar region is speaking against Adan Farah's election? Not Afar regional government, but some activists, some opposition parties, they have voiced some concerns about Adan Farah's election as vice chairman of the party, PP party. Firstly, viewers, Somali region of Ethiopia led by President Mustafa Umar of Prosperity Party. We know that here opposition parties have been trying to form an alliance. A new party was formed which claims to be an alliance of 6 parties. A Congress for Somali Cause, CSC, was formed last year. Then CSC held meeting with other political parties in Nairobi, Kenya. Last week we saw a meeting between Ogaden National Liberation Front, ONLF, CSC, another party of Afar. They held joint meetings in Nairobi, Kenya. These parties have been trying to start a street movement against Mustafa Umar's government. Though so far we have not seen any success in this regard. Yesterday, some opposition party-backed activists shared videos and pictures of a protest which happened in Jigjiga. Have a look at these videos of the protest, then we'll talk about that more.
Actor, 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 actor.
بسم الله وحده والصلاة والسلام من لا نبي بعده. ما أنت وحنا هالك سجون مني يعني طريق كي عدين كوا عدين سياسيين تشرع درد وحنا المصطفى عكسر وحنا سجيني وانتاس بشكله ومسنين إن شرعي يلا ما هجرسور كوا عدالة كنت هجنان دونان بس وحنا رجنين إن يوقف تبين هين قف يشخصي لامه عدالة مركا وحنا وشيء إن مصطفى ولا نهاي حديث دق سياسيين تلو سدين وايو adiga sharciga jiibiga adiga sharciga ku tuntay waxaan qaadayna anaguna talaabooyinka nala haboon ama nala gudboon assalamu alaykum waxa si sharci darrada ku xiran siyaasiyiinta ay ugu horeeyaan Cabdilaahi Maxamed Mawlid Cabdilaahi Gisile Cabdi Caadil Xabiib Bidiin Buurane Cabdi Khadar Siraajid Gaawi iyo kuwa kale oo ku xiran dareenkooda ay cabbireen iyo musuqa deegaanka xadhkaha goostay oo ay sheegeen waxaan leenahay siyaasiyiintaas si degdeg ah loo sii daayo.
Now, opposition parties are saying that Somali region youth is against Mustafa Umar's government, and they chanted slogans down Mustafa in this protest, and they denounced crackdown on opposition parties from Mustafa Umar's government. They demanded release of political prisoners. But where was this protest held? Jigjiga, capital city of Somali region. It seems as if it is some sort of indoor protest. It wasn't carried out at some square. It's a planned protest inside some building. That is what opposition has managed to achieve so far in Somali region. Opposition is trying to start a street movement. It's not easy to start a street movement against a sitting government in Somali region or some other region of Ethiopia, and that is what we're seeing. So opposition is carrying out indoor protests. Can these protests have any significant impact on the political situation in Somali region? That remains to be seen. Leaders are abroad of this opposition movement. CSC leaders, some ONLF leaders, they are in Kenya. The leaders will have to be on the ground to start a movement. Otherwise, such indoor protests will not make any difference. Secondly, viewers, we have a new story from West Java zone of Oromia region, where fighting is being reported near a town which is around 100 kilometers away from Ethiopian capital Addis Ababa. There is now significant presence of Oromo Liberation Army in West Java zone of Oromia region. In previous videos, I reported about 3 towns. Firstly, Abuna, Ginda, Barat. Secondly, Shannan town of Jibbatwarada. Thirdly, we talked about Ejare, and now 4th town is Ambo. Ambo is one of the major towns of West Java zone in Oromia region. Fighting occurred between Oromo Liberation Army and government forces just 7 kilometers away from Ambo town. Several government soldiers have been taken prisoner. We have some pictures for you. You can see the pictures of captured government soldiers. They were captured in the fighting near Ambo. OLA has shown pictures of captured weaponry as well, some sniper rifles and the type of rifles. They have been seized by OLA in this fighting near Ambo. Ambo has been under communication blackout as well. Areas near Ambo, near other main towns of West Java, they have been under communication blackout. Internet remained shut down in these areas for months because OLA was trying to advance toward these areas. Now, this fighting is a confirmation that Oromo Liberation Army has now significant presence in West Java, not in but near Ambo. And from West Java, it will definitely try to move towards the areas close to the capital Addis Ababa. Can we say that Addis Ababa is in danger? No, it would be exaggeration to say that Addis is in danger. But one thing which is surprising is that OLA is gradually speeding up its advance, and though it was being expected that after TDF's retreat from Amhara region, OLA would come under pressure, but OLA seems to be gaining more ground. We have seen that in recent months. It seems that the entry of Amhara militias, Amhara forces in Oromia region, in some parts of Oromia, have led to increased activities by Oromo Liberation Army. That is why fighting is being reported in Oromia, Amhara border areas. Thirdly, was prosperity parties. General Assembly is underway. First General Assembly of the party yesterday. President and vice presidents, chairman and vice chairman of the party were elected. PM Abiy retained his position as party chairman. Two vice chairmen have been elected, Damake Mekonnen and Adan Farah. Adan Farah's election is becoming controversial. We are hearing opposition to his election as we're hearing reports about opposition to his election as vice chairman. Opposition is coming from two regions, firstly Amhara and secondly from Afar. When he was nominated for the vice chairman, reportedly one member of Central Committee of Prosperity Party objected to his candidacy. The member said that he was involved in a far Somali conflict. That is why he should not be contesting for vice chairmanship. But the objection was rejected and he contested the election of vice chairman and he got more votes than Damake Mekonnen votes. Abiy Ahmed PM got 1,480 votes out of 1,600 votes. So Abiy got 92% votes. Adan Farah from Somali region got 1,330 votes, around 83%. And Damake Mekonnen, Deputy Prime Minister, a foreign minister of Ethiopia from Amhara region, he got 970 votes out of 1,600, 60% votes. So you see that Adan Farah got 20% more votes than Damake Mekonnen. Amhara influence on Prosperity Party is diminishing votes. It means that PM Abiy is calling the shots. We've been hearing that the country is being run by Amhara politicians, but that's not the case. It seems that PM Abiy is in command. People were saying that he had lost the grip on the government and he was just a toy in the hands of Amhara politicians. No, it seems that he is calling the shots in Ethiopia along with some other leaders who are from Oromia, some from Amhara as well, but PM Abiy still has considerable authority in Ethiopia in this party as well. The election was conducted like party elections are conducted in third world countries. I mean, there was I didn't hear about candidates opposing PM Abiy, opposing Adan Farah, opposing Damake Mekonnen, who monitored this entire process. Was there any election board to conduct this party election? How many candidates applied? Why was this ballot open ballot? It should have been a secret ballot. In open ballot, party officials cannot go against party main leaders. So it was just a routine practice. I wouldn't say that it's something that you should call a genuine party election. That is how party elections are held in most developing and underdeveloped countries. But this party election, especially the election of Adan Farah, I personally think it would lead to more problems for the party. It would lead to Amhara PM Abiy, Afar PM Abiy tensions. Afars are rejecting not Afar regional government, but Afar opposition groups, Afar activists. They are speaking against Adan Farah's election as vice chairman. They say that he was the main backer of Somali fighters, the Somali Isa fighters who have been carrying out attacks on Afar people in Afar Somali region border areas. We have seen several rounds of fighting between Afars and Somali Isas, Somalis on Afar Somali border. Dozens have been killed so far in these clashes too, and Afar activists accuse Adan Farah of supporting border incursions from Somali region into Afar. That is why I think that Adan Farah's election will lead to more problems for the party. Now, party's constitution was approved an hour ago. It was announced today. And we are hearing that there could be two deputy prime ministers. If there are two deputy prime ministers, then Adan Farah and Macam could be deputy PMs. Let's see. Update you in coming hours. Thank you for watching.